Hey everybody, how you doing today? Doing a break time check-in, and something's heavy on my heart and I wanted to share with y'all. My stepson is in active addiction. He was let out in November on 8 years probation for drug offenses. Against our better judgment, without him going to rehab, we allowed him to stay with us. Come to find out recently, he was only clean for 3 weeks, and he was with us for longer than that. And where he didn't want to abide by the rules that we set forth for him, that he agreed to before he got out of jail, well, then he didn't want to follow the rules, and he moved out. He got a probation violation. He got caught with more drugs and paraphernalia. And last night on a phone call, when we asked him about how long he had been clean, he said it was 3 weeks, but that his excuse was, well, I didn't do it in the house, or I didn't bring it to the house. I'm sorry, sir, but that's regardless. The stipulations were for you to stay at the house, you were supposed to stay clean and be able to take a drug test and pass it at any given moment. And we kept letting him slide without giving him a drug test because we thought he was clean. We just found out recently, like within the last couple weeks, that he was only clean for 3 weeks. And last night during the conversation, it was, he didn't want to go to rehab. He didn't need it. He just needed his family. I'm sorry, you were staying with family, us. You were only clean for 6 weeks, but you still just need family. All the family has tried to help him, and none of our help kept him clean. He's still used. But still, now that he's in jail facing 8 years in prison because he didn't want to follow through on the probation, and he can't stay with us because of a condition of my husband's bond. He can't stay with us. He really thought he was going to get his probation reinstated and that he would be able to just willy-nilly come back to the house, thinking that my husband would pick up his slack once again. And mind you, this boy is 27 years old. He's a grown-ass adult in active addiction. He knows that we are sober and in recovery and that we can't have that around us. My stepdaughter, his sister even, when she was in her active addiction, we would not allow her around us while she was using, and she knew that. But he thinks there's some special condition for him, I guess. And I tell y'all, when he found out that he wasn't going to be able to stay with us because of his dad's probation conditions, you could hear his head running through the phone like, what am I going to do? What am I going to say? Like, he even pushed us to try to say that we would talk to the probation officer and get an exception. Like, when the probation officer clearly made it clear, family or anybody has to pass a background check. He can't pass it. He's on probation now for drug charges. He's not going to be allowed to stay at the house, regardless of what we say, while my husband's on probation. And for him to keep pushing the fact that, well, just talk to your probation officer, Dad. Just talk, Dad. No, I'm sorry. And Dad said, I'm not going to get on her bad side and jeopardize my freedom because of the choices you made, and now you have to suffer the consequences of your actions. You really screwed the pooch on it, son. That is what his words were. It's sad, but it's true. He made the choice to use again, to disregard any of our rules that we had set forth for him since the day he got out of jail. And for him to think that we were just going to let him back in the house if he got his probation reinstated, that's the mentality that this man has. And as an addict, that's the mentality that they have. And the one thing that keeps ringing in my head, but I didn't bring it to the house. I didn't do it at the house. No. You knew you were supposed to stay clean, and you chose not to. You chose to only stay clean for 3 weeks with your family, still living with your family like you say you need instead of rehab. You still chose to use with your family. He needs professional help, and we told him there's no help that we can give you. We've tried to help you several times over this last 5 years have we tried to help this boy, and nothing has worked. Therefore, there's nothing else we can do for him at this point. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. We have made it very clear with the kids what our boundaries are, and he chose to disregard every one of them, thinking it was okay for him, and it's not. It's sad, but it's the honest truth. He needs professional help. He needs rehab. We told him to reach out on the kiosk at the jail and try to get something set up for rehab. He is pretty much refusing to do it. So, I hate to say it, but we'll see what happens at court. I don't know, with him being fresh out of jail and on probation for 6 months or less, if they'll reinstate it with new charges, new drug charges. I don't know if they'll reinstate it, honestly. I really don't. He thinks he may get off on a technicality, but that's his mentality, unfortunately. And of course, we told him, before you got out last time, you said the same thing you're saying this time. It's the same thing over and over. It's a cycle, honestly. And after the conversation, and the one thing keep popping in my head, but I didn't do it at the house. It's a cycle. They go into jail. They want to get all better. When they get out, they're going to do better. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. And they're going to follow the rules. They're going to stay clean. And it only lasts for a short time. And then they're back in jail again. And then, of course, it's, I'm going to do good when I get out. I'm going to stay clean. I just need my family. And it's the same thing every time. My husband has tried to break this cycle. He has gotten sober. April 20th was 5 years that we have sober. We are both hoping and praying like crazy that when my stepdaughter gets out of jail, she'll continue to stay sober. And my stepson, whatever happens to him and his consequences for his actions, he's going to have to answer to that. Daddy can't pick up the pieces. He's got to do it himself. Daddy can't help him right now. He's going to have to do it himself and figure it out. He's burnt so many bridges with family. So much of the family don't want to help him anymore because of choices that he's made. I really hope and pray he makes the right choice and go to rehab and get help. I'll keep you updated. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe over on Sherry's Recovery Corner on YouTube. And I'll keep y'all updated. Don't forget, make somebody smile today. It could mean the world to them. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Y'all have a great day. And before this kicks off, make somebody smile. Thank y'all.